You must be kidding me. Are you serious? Okay, welcome to a tech rant. Now, I haven't done one of these for a while, but I really cannot believe how much goodwill this Moto Razr phone is getting. I really can't believe it. Before I get started, I do want to say that I love Lenovo as a company. I think they make some of the best computers out there, some of the best tablets in Android, great ones with Google Dock and Alexa docking like capabilities. Really great. I love the Moto G series. The G series is awesome, really great value. The Z3 for the price that it's at right now, definitely a great buy. You must be joking to think that the Moto Razr 2019 is anything but a waste of time. I'm sorry, I've just heard so much things. They should have made it at 2000 and gave us the things we wanted, such as an actual battery, then a 2500 one. Like, are you serious? A 2500 milliamp battery? I don't care that it's the same thinness as the original Razr. You should have made it thicker, because guess what it's not? It's not a feature phone like the original Razr. It makes no sense to make it as thin as the original Razr because we need bigger batteries to get more done. Then you could have made it also a better processor, maybe a Snapdragon 855, maybe even a Snapdragon 845, maybe even a Snapdragon 720, something instead of last year's mid-range processor, the 710. That is insane to put in a $1,500 phone. So maybe if you had put 2000, then you could have got those better specs. You could have bumped it up $100, whatever you wanted, but it makes no sense to keep it at this. 6 gigs of RAM, fine, that's decent, whatever. Even though if I'm paying $1,000 plus for a phone, I should at least get 8 gigs. Let's be clear on that. 6.2-inch foldable display, and I see a little opening when it does. So I don't know about this zero gap thing. I've seen a lot of videos. Put them on my TV in 4K so I could really look at it, and it seems like there's a little bit of a gap, so I don't know if it's perfect, but let's just say that, okay, stuff won't get in it. I am more afraid of when you push into it when you're opening up the flip phone. When you push into it, that is going to end up leaving a mark on the plastic display. Now, I know they coated it, I know that it's supposed to be tougher than what we've seen on the Samsung one, but it's something that how every reviewer is opening it, I don't think it's gonna last that long like that. I really have a feeling that for that flip phone, you're gonna have to open it like this more so, not putting your finger inside the bendable screen and then pushing it out, because I think you're going to damage it that way. And I think the reviews will show that once people actually get it in hand and once that's tested more, because that's how all the reviewers are opening it. They were pushing their finger in and then opening it. That will cause damage over time. It's not a glass display. It cannot take that kind of abuse the way a normal flip phone could. It really kind of boggles my mind. They didn't do the triple camera setup, which again, you could tell that this hardware was made last year because it has last year's specs, last year processor, last year charging. Not even last year's charging, really. A 15-watt charger is way outdated. Last year's battery, I guess, in a mid-range device. And it's just, I don't understand how any reviewer is saying, oh, I'm sure some people will get it, it's going to be a niche market. No. First of all, this is only obviously for people that are more well off, right? Because no one that struggles to, okay, I can get one phone a year, obviously they're not buying a Moto Razr because it's a $1,500 phone and you're not getting for what you pay for. But then lies the other part of this. Rich people, or people that have a lot of money, are not going to necessarily get this phone either, because why? If you can spend your hard-earned money or your money that you're building up for a better phone overall in every single way on other Android devices or other iPhones that are just going to be better. This is a status symbol. I get that. I'm all for status symbols. But here's the thing. Here's the last part where I will disagree with a lot of YouTubers out there right now that are saying this is an interesting type. I do not think that this style of flip open foldable phone is useful. The reason why I don't is because it really fits a very small margin of people that cannot fit a regular phone in their pocket versus this phone in their pocket. It's not that big. It's very, yes, I get it. It's compact. It's smaller in this sense, but it's also thicker. So the whole idea behind it is that you're not getting a bigger display for it. You're not getting any benefit really in comparison to a regular smartphone. A smartphone into a tablet gives you a much bigger screen. You get a bigger battery life. You get all the same aspects as the Galaxy Fold gave you. You got the triple camera setup. You got the huge battery. You got the top of the line processor. You got everything you got for a $1,000 smartphone, but you paid more for it to have the bendable feature. With this phone, you are paying $1,000 more than not even a $500 smartphone would be, because there are better $500 smartphones, way better than this, that have the Snapdragon 855, that have 8 gigs of RAM, that have better cameras, that have a lot of these better features in comparison. I mean, this has the camera of the OnePlus 6 from last year, not the 6T, not the current year's models, but the same as the 6. Like, it is mind-boggling to me how outdated this truly is, and how much of an insult it really is to people. They cut too many corners on this device. They cut way too many corners. They should have done better. They should have made it overall better. And by the way, for all those YouTubers who are saying, but you can't beat this. Well, here's a $100 flip phone. It has Google Assistant. It has Google Maps. It has YouTube. This I'll take over spending over $1,500 on a phone that, hey, won't even have as good a battery life as this. So yeah, that is my tech rant on this. I'm so upset at like how everyone, and I get it. They're at the event. By the way, this was in Los Angeles. I could have been invited, but not, like, it really just is mind blowing to me how much kind of goodwill this is getting. Again, because they're at the event, because of all this kind of stuff, and it's just, it doesn't deserve it. This is a flip phone. This is a foldable phone that is for no one. Yes, of course, techies might like it because it's that nostalgia feel. Oh my God, it's that, but it's gonna get over quickly, and it's gonna be sold on secondhand market. That's the truth about this phone. This phone is not going to sell well. It's going to sell very poorly in comparison to like the Galaxy Fold that sold almost 1 million to almost 2 million from what we're hearing early estimates say. This one is just not giving you the same bang for your buck. They could have went for $2,000, and really $1,500. They could have got better specs for this still. But even if they wanted to make the excuse, so we need to get more money recouped for the research and development, great, then you should have made it at least $2,000, bumped up everything in terms of specs, triple camera setup. You could have gotten everything you needed, made it thicker because we don't need it the same thickness as the original one. It just should have been better. That's my tech rant. I was just really annoyed by how much goodwill this device was going with, and how, like, again, it just, and it has a notch, this phone should have came out last year, and then it might have been something interesting. This year in 2019, I truly do believe it won't sell. Call me on it if it gets sale numbers that are crazy and that everyone wants. If it sells out, please call me on it. But quite frankly, I don't think it's going to happen. Thank you as always so much for watching. If you enjoy tech rants, check out our other tech rants in this watch playlist. Thank you as always for watching. This has been RITKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, why don't you go ahead and subscribe up there. Make sure you follow us on social media right here. And of course, check out our latest video up there. And right down here, you're going to find the perfect video for you. Or at least that's what YouTube tells me. Thanks again.